Starfield is soon upon us, September 6th, 2023. And if you buy the premium edition, you have like a 5 days head start early access, which I'm not going to do myself. That is a lot of money to pay for a video game, in my opinion. That's why I'm not doing it. I'm also not pre-ordering the game. I'm waiting and seeing how it turns out, but I am excited personally, even though I'm not a space fan in general. It is because it is a Bethesda Studios game. I'm excited about this. I'm also interested in the open world galaxy. It's a little bit unfair to call it open world when it's a huge galaxy. That's basically what it is, with 1,000 planets, which has 100 planets with life on them, which is a ton, in my opinion. My first impressions of Starfield started 13th of June 2022. There was a in-depth Starfield gameplay reveal, basically. And that actually did make me excited, even though I did have some reservations about some stuttering here and there. Apparently, the stuttering of the videos that were released at that time and this year was a video problem, not a game problem. That's what I've heard recently. But yes, all in all, I am actually excited about the game. Now, here's the problem for me that won't happen to too many people. Some people are going to buy this on console. There's probably going to be tons of people on console, on Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. 30 FPS there. And on PC, if you have the correct specs, you're going to get 60 FPS, obviously. Or more. I don't know what they've done with Creation Engine 2.0, but it might be more if you have a really good PC. The problem for me specifically is that my PC specs is slightly below the minimum requirements of the game. But I'm going to try the game anyway. I'm going to purchase the game after release. If it's a good game, obviously. If it's not a good game, I might not. But the game says an Intel Core i7 6800K is required for CPU, 16GB RAM, and a GeForce 1070 Ti. Now, the problem there is that I'm just one step below those requirements, which is pretty funny. My specs are Intel Core i7 6700K and a GTX 1070 non-Ti 8GB. But I'm going to try to play the game anyway, after purchasing, if it's a good game. That's the plan anyway. Outside of that, I'm going into the game as blind as possible, making my own build, whatever looks good, or whatever I feel like. But I have a feeling I'm going to do some booster pack, jetpack stuff very, very early on, for example. But I haven't really read up on too much else than it's an open world space RPG from Bethesda Game Studios. The Bethesda Game Studios making an open world RPG is what excites me about it, not the space part. But I might be convinced that space is actually a fun Bethesda Game Studios game. That is my hopes anyway for the game and some of my plans. It's gonna be quite the science experiment to see if I can actually run the game on my specs, which is slightly below the minimum requirements. But we'll see what happens.